bagels, muffins, and pasta, specifically the gluten. As far as your body is concerned, there's not much difference between a bagel and a heaping pile of sugar. In fact, any member of the refined carbohydrate family, like bread, muffins, pasta, bagels, etc., drives up the inflammation because the body processes them into sugar. Inflammation in your body is never a good thing. But what does it have to do with our arthritis or joint pain? Hopefully, your doctor has already talked to you about how serious pathologic inflammation is, and the role that it plays in your arthritis, and the danger it poses if left untreated or misdiagnosed. You must know this to take control of your arthritis pain. In the case that you haven't been told all the details, Professor Khanna, R.D., the former head of biophysics at the Institute of Medical Sciences of Banaras University, says, chronic inflammation is a pathological condition characterized by continued active inflammation response and tissue destruction. From published peer-reviewed scientific research, it is apparent that there is a general concept that chronic inflammation can be a major cause of not only arthritis and joint pain, but also cancers and aging-related deterioration. Inflammation is the body's natural reaction to invasion from an infectious toxin, chemical, or traumatic damage. The purpose of inflammation is to protect the site of an injury, neutralizing viruses and bacteria. However, in the last 100 years, we have introduced over 80,000 toxic industrial chemicals. You'd be horrified if you tested your environment right now. These 80,000 toxins is before we count the electromagnetic radiation that's everywhere, and before we polluted our skies, lakes, rivers, oceans, and teeth with mercury and lead. All of this can cause pathologic inflammation in our bodies, leading to disease and chronic pain, like arthritis or joint pain. Normally, the body can handle small amounts of infectious substances, and the inflammation subsides and everything goes back to normal. Sometimes, especially as we age, our bodies fail to fight off the toxins. So like a window that's stuck open, thousands of toxins continue to build up in our bodies, causing further pathologic inflammation, often excruciating pain and cellular deterioration that just won't go away. Plus, research studies show that if you're over 50, once inflammation is triggered, it's much less likely to go back down, and it's even harder for your body to fight the toxins flying into your body through that open window. Meanwhile, you keep tossing all these side-effect latent, man-made pharmaceutical painkillers at the pain, but it's like trying to close the window by smashing the wall out. You're just making the problem worse and introducing more unnatural toxins. The inflammation and pain keep coming, now attacking from a cellular level. In this case, all the painkillers in the world won't work if they're actually contributing to the real issue. In other words, the longer you ignore the real cause of the problem, the pathologic inflammation, the longer you'll stay in pain, and the less effective traditional pain meds will be in managing your pain. All the while lining the pockets of the big corporations, desperate to keep you needing more and more medication to inflate their quarterly profits and projected revenues. Just to be clear, pathologic inflammation could actually be the root of your arthritis pain and has been linked to cancer by hundreds of scientific studies. This is serious. In fact, a study recently funded by the National Institute of Health and the Arthritis Foundation showed pathologic inflammation as a prominent feature of arthritic joints. Before I explain how to use this information to your advantage, I want to reveal the worst arthritis food, number 4. French fries and other processed fast food. I underlined the word processed because it's important. My guess is that you're probably not eating fast food every day of your life, but most people have no idea how processed much of their food really is. You probably already know to stay away from trans fats. Those are strongly linked to systemic chronic inflammation and are so bad for you that the Institute of Medicine recommends you simply keep trans fatty acid consumption as low as possible. French fries are by no means the only culprit, though. Soybean, corn, peanut, and sunflower oils are examples of vegetable oils that are rich in omega-6 fats, which most Americans consume far too much of. Too much omega-6 causes pathologic inflammation. If your body has lost its ability to call off the pathologic inflammation when it's not needed, you can run into problems, especially if you're over 25 years old. What keeps people under 25 from having to deal with pain, and what makes them immune to arthritis? What is it that they have that you don't have? The answer to that question leads up to a controversial discovery in 2000 by a New York doctor that reveals a major secret about arthritis pain. I want to make sure you understand this before we move on to the worst food number 3, which people can eat an awful lot of during the summer months. This controversial discovery of Dr. Stephen Zaretsky was finally published after years of research and experience in the year 2000. Dr. Zaretsky, a clinical professor at the prestigious Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York, spent a lot of time looking for the differences in why young people often heal faster and have less chronic pain than older folks. And what he discovered is something everyone who suffers from arthritis will want to know. Dr. Zaretsky's work showed us research studies, clinical trials, and shared case studies that proved you can't experience true pain relief until you take the proper steps to replace critical antioxidants that are deficient in most folks over age 25. Many of today's most popular pain medications, like aspirin, ibuprofen, Advil, Aleve, Celebrex, and Motrin, are designed to fight inflammatory symptoms for short periods of time, but rely on leaving the underlying cause untouched. None of them provide what may actually be the solution of your arthritis pain: natural antioxidants. Does Dr. Zaretsky's discovery shine a light on the shutoff switch for arthritis? Dr. Zaretsky discovered that when a body had inflammation, the bodies of younger adults could respond by flooding the area with natural, powerful antioxidants. But for some reason, the older folks he studied showed dramatically reduced levels of antioxidants and therefore felt more pain. Excited by his amazing discovery, he narrowed it down even further and discovered that after the age of about 27, natural glutathione is no longer recycled by the body due to the toxic load on the liver and other organs. This meant that the most powerful antioxidant, glutathione, was no longer being produced in the levels needed to fight the pathologic inflammation on an ongoing basis. This discovery launched a wave of controversy and excitement into the scientific community. What scientists found via their clinical study was nothing short of amazing. In 2000, they proved through a peer-reviewed clinical human study that you could use a specific natural amino acid to stimulate your body's natural production of the most powerful antioxidant, glutathione. Better yet, they discovered that, amazingly, glutathione could recycle the antioxidants. They also discovered that antioxidants from glutathione are completely safe because they're made from within the body from natural amino acids compared to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs, which is the most prescribed medication for treating conditions such as arthritis. Most people are familiar with the over-the-counter non-prescription NSAIDs, such as aspirin and ibuprofen, which puts hundreds of thousands of people a year in the hospital and, in some cases, can cause death. In 1982, studies showed antioxidants are the best defense against free radical damage, cellular deterioration, and inflammation. This may explain why, as you age, you find illness and inflammation is hard to get under control. It's because you don't have enough antioxidants to fight off disease and inflammation. The research has shown that raised glutathione levels decreased inflammation and carried out toxins in the body, allowing the body to fight the thousands of toxins. It was like the window was being repaired. Not only might you see your inflammation and joint pain reduce, but there are over 89,000 medical articles showing glutathione is able to carry out toxins as a whole, supporting the prevention of cancer, heart disease, dementia, Alzheimer's, and more. These super antioxidants fight viruses and improve your immune system in a way no other antioxidant source could ever match. So if glutathione is so great, why hasn't everyone heard about them? The answer to that question will downright upset you. But first, I think it's time to reveal the worst arthritis food number 3. I doubt many people with arthritis have this food on their radar at all. Blackened and barbecued foods. Ouch! Foods cooked at high temperatures, including charred, flame-grilled, fried, etc., often contain harmful byproducts caused by the cooking process called advanced glycation end, AGEs. AGEs are highly inflammatory and can damage your joints and bones, making your arthritis worse. Anytime food is cooked at a very high temperature, toxic AGEs are formed. Stewing, boiling, braising, rack potting, or steaming will help minimize the amount of AGEs formed in your blood. Most people have no idea that their summer grilling can make arthritis pain worse. The reason they don't know this is the same reason that no one knows about the magic of glutathione. There's absolutely no financial incentive for the big drug companies to reveal this. You can't just bottle up glutathione in a way your body will take it. It has to be naturally produced, stimulated from naturally occurring amino acids. If a drug company can't patent it, it's worthless to them and they'll move on, marketing their next big drug until it gets shut down. The fact is, there are plenty of naturally occurring substances that provide relief from inflammation. I have to hold my tongue here, as I'm sure the big 6 pharma companies would love to shut me down. Worst food number 2 is a shocker, because it's the vegetable I mentioned earlier. Would you believe that a vegetable can make your arthritis pain worse? But first, just take a look at all the gifts from Mother Nature we can use to combat inflammation and stimulate the natural production of glutathione. You may want to grab a pen and note these down for yourself. I'm sure you've heard the hype about omega-3s. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, is a crucial nutrient to support optimum health, including joint flexibility and comfort. But sadly, too many people rely on smelly fish or krill oil alone and miss out on the other vital nutrients the earth gives us, like the amino acids that stimulate the natural production of glutathione, without the smelly fish burps. Glutathione is the leading formulation of natural N-acetylcysteine, L-glycine, L-glutamine, and alpha-lipoic acid. It was these natural amino acids that Dr. Zaretsky used to stimulate the body to produce natural glutathione. You need to be very careful here. Many manufacturers incorrectly use synthetic glutathione that the body rejects. Just as the peer-reviewed clinical study showed, only supplying your body with the compounds it needs generates natural glutathione. This glutathione then creates the most abundant natural antioxidants. Turmeric extract. A recent study done at the prestigious Sloan Kettering Cancer Research Center in New York found that turmeric was more safe and precise than aspirin in stopping inflammation by shutting down the COX-2 enzyme responsible for arthritis pain. And turmeric caused none of aspirin's typical gastrointestinal irritation. The only issue is that your body struggles to absorb any of the vital nutrient, curcumin, without assistance. That's why curcumin is really good. It's the precise combination of curcumin, piperine, alpha-linoleic acid, and hyaluronic acid that work throughout your entire body to help fight inflammation, cleanse and thin blood, plus even boost cardiovascular, respiratory, and immune function. Boswellia extract. One of the most widely used herbs in Indian medicine, it has been used for centuries by traditional Indian healers to reduce arthritis pain and swelling of the joints. In a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled human study, 30 patients received 333 milligrams 3 times a day of Boswellia. The group who received the Boswellia had a significant reduction in pain and swelling and experienced an increase in joint mobility and flexibility as compared to the placebo group. This is only one of the hundreds of studies into the powerful substance. Not only does the earth give us natural ways to reduce inflammation, but it also gives us ways to reduce pain without synthetic pharmaceuticals that introduce further foreign toxins. White willow bark extract. White willow bark is rich in powerful anti-inflammatory and analgesic plant compounds known as polyphenols, which are thought to be responsible for pain-relieving and anti-inflammatory effects. White willow contains salicin, which is a natural compound similar to aspirin, providing a safer, natural pain reliever. It was used by Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, and continues to be used today. Now that we know some key ingredients to fighting the inflammation and pain, it's important that we begin the rebuilding of your cartilage for long-term flexibility and mobility. Chondroitin and glucosamine sulfate. Chondroitin and glucosamine sulfate are naturally produced in the body and provide natural building blocks for growth, repair, and maintenance of cartilage. They support the retention of water and stop the enzymes that break down cartilage, supporting the reduction of cartilage loss as you age. Premium vitamin C compounds. Premium vitamin C aids in the absorption of nutrients and supports your immune system during this fighting and rebuilding going on in your joints. It also promotes the synthesis of connective tissue that makes up the joints and surrounding biostructures. As you can see, the Earth has been designed with everything we need to fight inflammation, relieve pain, and rebuild our joints. The best part about the above ingredients is that they're all natural. Nightshade vegetables. What's a nightshade vegetable? Nightshade vegetables include potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, and tobacco. All these products contain trace amounts of alkaloids that can be harmful in heavy concentrations. Eating nightshade plants actually worsens arthritis because of the way they affect calcium metabolism in your body. These alkaloids may lead to calcium deposits in tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and joints, contributing to inflammation and joint pain. This effect can be worse for people who already have arthritis. Substances in nightshade plants can cause the worsening of an already existing inflammation. How many people don't know that they need to know that? The answer is most everyone with joint pain or people who want to prevent joint pain. In just a moment, I'm going to reveal the number one worst arthritis food. But first, I want to set your mind at ease. I have some good news for you. What you've discovered so far in this video does not mean you can never eat these foods again. In fact, there is a way to still eat the food you love and not cause an inflammatory response on your body. It's actually a natural way to trick your body back into working more like it did when you were 25, especially when it comes to minimizing pain and drastically reducing pathologic inflammation. Before we go into how to use this trick to turn back the clock, let me reveal the number one worst food for arthritis. Sugar. The number one worst food to eat if you suffer from arthritis is sugar. First, I'm going to explain why. Then I'm going to show you how you can eat it anyway. Harvard researchers recently revealed that the more sugary soft drinks men with knee osteoarthritis drink, the more likely the condition is to get worse, even though increased consumption of soft drinks is linked to weight gain, a known risk factor for osteoarthritis. The link was true regardless of the men's weight. This suggests the soft drink itself may be responsible for worsening the arthritis, although a cause and effect link has not been proven. Cookies, candy, ice cream, brownies, donuts, all of these are loaded with sugar, which drives up your blood sugar and insulin along with levels of inflammatory messengers called cytokines. I know, it may seem like the list of the 5 worst foods for arthritis includes all the foods you love to eat, and that you must basically eat plain, unsatisfying foods in order to be free of arthritis pain. But what if it were possible to enjoy all of these forbidden foods without worrying about inflammation? Because now it is. Introducing the all-natural, 100% safe, pain-relieving supplement that reduces pathologic inflammation and relieves your arthritis or joint pain. It's called Joint FX, and it not only gives you the healing power of antioxidants in a convenient capsule, but it's also made in pure New Zealand, with few of the pollution and inflammation-causing toxins found in many mainstream supermarket supplements. With today's most powerful joint pain-beating combination, the research team from Koru Nutrition have combined the incredible glutathione, curcumin, turmeric, boswellia, omega-3s, and more to give you the most powerful pain-fighting effects. This may be the most powerful combination of natural ingredients ever produced for fighting inflammation, relieving joint pain, rebuilding the joints from the inside, and protecting against future attacks. This pain-reducing miracle was made for the joint pain sufferer who wants to get rid of their pain without adding mystery chemicals into their body, and without taking a dozen individual supplements. Remember all those inflammation-fighting ingredients I showed you just a minute ago? The ones like glutathione to stimulate glutathione, curcumin or turmeric extract, white willow bark, boswellia, chondroitin and glucosamine sulfate, premium vitamin C, and powerful omega-3s? Well, they're all in Joint FX. Instead of having to search them all out one by one, you can get them all in one place. Today, I'm even fortunate enough to announce the Joint FX Beat Big Pharma Special. We can't outspend them, but we can out-guarantee them. My name is Clint Bell, lead researcher for Koru Nutrition. I've been where you are. I've been in pain. I've been in pain where I've lost all hope of thinking my life could be pain-free. But I found a solution, and that led me to the work I'm doing today, which is to help relieve as much pain in as many people as I possibly can. That's the mission I'm on, and have been for more than 20 years. Our products have helped tens of thousands of people eliminate years of agonizing pain, naturally, without harsh drugs or risky surgery. But I have to tell you, it's not an easy journey. I'm going up against multi-billion-dollar budgets of big pharmaceutical companies who are pushing their drugs on people in tons of ads on TV, in newspapers, and magazines. We just can't compete with that. Frankly, we just can't afford it. Instead, I have to get creative. So what the team and I have decided to do is guarantee that Joint FX will work for you or you get your money back. This way you can try it for yourself at less than half the price it costs to get all the ingredients separately, but with zero risk. I'll even pay for the shipping. Click the button below this video to reserve your bottle now. How can I ship your bottles free and guarantee it for a whole 60 days? Easy, because we have what works. Joint FX has worked for so many others in the first 2 months, and I want it to work for you. But I don't expect you to take my word for it. In a world where so many people are just out to make a buck, I am taking a stand. I want Joint FX to be a valuable part of your life. So if it doesn't work for you, that shouldn't be your problem, it should be mine. That's why I'm going to shoulder 100% of the risk for you to give Joint FX a try. If it works for you, I trust you'll stick with it and become a valued customer. If it doesn't, you risk nothing, and you have 60 days to get all your money back. Frankly, I'm not sure how long I will keep this available. I'm doing my best here to lead with my heart and extend this offer to as many people as possible. This is my way of reaching you first, before the fancy marketing slogans and slick commercials of Big Pharma brainwash you like they do to so many others. But I can't promise this will last forever. If the numbers don't work out and the red ink starts to pile up because people abuse our generosity, we'll have to discontinue this special offer and go back to the regular price. On our main website, Joint FX normally retails for $79.95 plus shipping and handling, and our customers are happy to pay that for one reason and one reason only. Joint FX relieves pain. And it can relieve yours too. And now with my Beat Big Pharma special offer, you get to give it a test drive 100% risk-free. I don't want to sell you on Joint FX. Instead, I want to earn your trust by letting you put it to the test in your own life by relieving your own pain. To be fair to everyone who is watching this, here is how this works. My offer is to buy back all of your bottles of Joint FX if it doesn't work for you within the first 60 days or 2 months from ordering today. It is only available for a limited time and only to people trying Joint FX for the first time. After that, it will follow our regular returns policy. Although you're welcome to go to our main website and purchase a bottle at the regular price too. To reserve your bottles with this special offer, simply click on the button below or continue watching while there's still time left for even more information about Joint FX. Right now, you're probably wondering whether or not Joint FX really works. And it's a great question. I'd be asking the same question if I were in your shoes. I've already shown you proof that each and every ingredient in Joint FX was specifically designed to eliminate your arthritis pain and heal the damage done by NSAIDs and prescription arthritis pain meds. But that's not enough. Let me reveal a few of our recent success stories from people just like you who took a chance and tried Joint FX and finally found lasting relief from arthritis without the harmful side effects. Listen, I know you're in pain, and I want to get rid of that nasty arthritis and joint pain. JointFX can help, but I'm sure you're still skeptical. That's why we're offering you 100% of your money back. If for some reason this doesn't relieve your pain, either we deliver on our promise or you don't pay a single penny. We can't make a better deal than that for you. Feel alive again. Journey back to the days of your childhood where aches and pains were only a rarity, when you could do what you wanted, when you wanted, without worrying about aches and arthritis pains getting in your way. With JointFX, that becomes a reality again. Click the button below to order your risk-free bottles of JointFX today.